All right, let's go to the Australian. Now, some terrific work, outstanding work by Shari Marks and of course, Kyla Lusican on this story involving the Chinese links to Australian universities. And we've got a warning by ASIO that says collaboration can turn to espionage. And Australia's spy agency has warned universities about the risks to national security from Chinese government recruitment programs, including the 1,000 Talents Plan. Now, of course, the FBI director in the United States has also warned that this is tantamount to economic espionage. And we know that Australian universities are addicted to the Chinese yuan. 60% of the international students here in Australia are Chinese. And we also know that the Confucius Institute, which is an extension of the People's Republic of China, is also very much involved in the Australian tertiary education system. This is a big warning, these particular stories by Shari Marks.
Huge stories, aren't they? And, you know, the revelations that you might be therefore compelled to bring the intellectual property rights back to China sends a huge warning. I'm sure our spy agencies won't exactly reveal all of the work that they do to make sure that everybody's background checks and research is being conducted before accepting some of these students or these candidates into the universities. But wouldn't you love to know the work that's going on behind the scenes right now, Glee? So it's got all of the makings of a bit of a spy thriller, but it does send a big warning to all of the universities, which, as you've mentioned, they're addicted to the dollar, they're addicted to the foreign students, which prop up a lot of our universities, are currently unable to accept international students, although I know our mates in South Australia are going to be organising and going ahead with this pilot program of 300 students, but Australians can't even travel between states. But that's another story. I find that rather bizarre. Having said that, though, Glee, so what the universities are able to put into place to make sure that the students, the researchers that are going to be working at the universities and working on behalf of the university, which is an extension really of the Australian government, because that's what funds our university research. So effectively you're working on behalf of Australia, all of your research, whether or not that research will be shared back to Australia or whether or not that research will be going offshore. I find these set of circumstances, as I say, rather puzzling, and how ASIO, together with the universities, will be working rigorously to do the background research and the correct checks on all of their staff who might be coming in from overseas or their students.